Here we go. Should be all good now. Hello? Hello? Perfect. Let me just go in here. Where's it at? ColezTrades, live stream, live here. Boom. Oh, wrong one. Boom. There we go. How is everyone? Hello, Luke. Let me just turn up my brightness so I can see everything nice and clearly. How is everyone? Let me just move. There we go. Move a bit over. Perfect. Hello, Gareth. Hello, Chris. Hello, Alan. Hope you had a good day. Another busy one. I cannot believe we are going into Friday. I don't know where the past 2 weeks have gone, but yeah, just insane. Like, I think it's the challenge. Everything going on with the challenge and the event has just been ridiculously busy. So it feels like time's going a bit. It's going a bit too quickly. It's it's pretty insane. But I hope you're doing well, Alan. Hello, Jason. Hello, Katie. How is everyone, though? Hello, Lorraine. Hello. Hello, DB. How you doing? For those who were on I believe it was last night's live. I can't remember this top here. But still in sell positions from there. We were live earlier on today. So yeah, actually, this was the top which was given on last night's live. The exact top again, which is really, really nice. And then today, to be fair, has just been ranging. Like, it really has. We've just stayed between these two lines here. And then went up and touched this trend line here. But that's about it. We're coming down for a retest of this, though, which looks pretty interesting. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, DB, literally. This green line here, this one and this one have literally been like exact bottom, which was really nice. Exact bottom here, which was really nice. And then normally, when I put on levels, I normally look for the sort of first bounce. Like the first sort of area, the first time price comes to the level, to look for a reaction off it. Okay, because the more a level's hit, the weaker it becomes because it absorbs those orders there, in theory. So yeah, normally I look for like first bounce, but this time, I don't know what the hell happened, but these levels have just contained price in between this zone here. So it's literally just hasn't moved from this area, which is pretty, I mean, it's interesting, I guess, but yeah, it's resulted in a pretty boring day. I haven't been too active on the charts today, mainly just holding holding sell positions from up here, and that's literally it. And so yeah. Hello, Philly. Hello, Leanne. But yeah, so it's been a pretty interesting day. It's just been a bit sideways, contained between these two levels. But, you know, after these types of ranging days, then, you know, the big moves come. So, yeah, definitely be important. And a great lesson to learn from today is a lot of times you come to the markets and price just doesn't look that good. And you don't have to force positions. Definitely, I see this in my own trading, and I bet you guys, let me know in the chat if you see this in your own trading as well. And that is when you come to the chart, and you're like semi-forcing a position. Like, you know, you sit down, you kind of like, I want to enter a position now. And it never really works out that way. You need to come to the charts, and you need to be like, okay, things are lining up. Like, I see this level here, I'm going to set my alert, and then you go from there. Coming to the charts and forcing positions is really not good, and that can result in some pretty annoying positions. Kahaf, so we've got a private funding service inside the group. That's the only one I'd recommend. Most sort of funded accounts are pretty terrible nowadays, like really not good, and so I wouldn't really recommend any. And yeah, so definitely be careful on that front. And yeah, That's unfortunate, new trader. But those types of days happen. You know, hindsight's obviously a lot. I didn't take any trades today. Only held positions from the past few days. And yeah, hindsight says that this day was definitely a ranging day, and it was probably best to stay out. I mean, if you had a ranging system, you would have done extremely well today, definitely. But yeah, howdy people. Hello, Toby. Hello, Adam. Adam, I was replying to your message before, but then I was on the phone to Ben, and then my phone ran out of charge. So I'll get back to all your messages after this, mate. I'm not taking any trades today. Didn't like the way the market looked. Love that, Luke. Love that. Really, really, really nice. Yeah. To be fair, one of the best messages I get is when members message and they say, look, Max, today the markets just didn't look good for me. I'm going to be honest, they didn't look good for me, so I kind of stayed out. And they kind of say it a bit hesitantly, and I'm like, that's amazing, mate. Like, really well done. You noticed an environment that wasn't good for you, and you didn't execute in that environment. Nice work. Like, that is amazing. That is the makings of a full-time profitable trader. Like, that is really, really good. So, massive shout out to Luke there. Really nice, mate. Ember, so the minimum to get in the private group, the minimum deposit into our partner broker is £250. This is so you can manage risk. We do recommend more, but yeah. Hello, Frankie. Hello, hello, hello. Nice, Yusuf. Nice. Some big profits today from you, Yusuf, which is really, really good to see. Again, we are coming down. I did have this sort of written out before. Something which I learned this when I was trading crypto ages ago, and you'll see me do it quite often. And it's actually draw on the chart what you want to see, and then when it starts to happen. So, for example, I drew a little squiggly line that we were going to come down to this area here, this trend line here for sort of retest. And when that happens, I'm like, okay, I'm aligned with price action. Something I do, and I see quite a few other big traders do it as well, is getting aligned with price action. And so when you come to the charts, instead of jumping in straight away, mark up a few little levels, come up with a little plan, and when you see price going along with that plan, you're aligned with what it's doing, okay? You want to get sort of aligned with price and its intentions, and then you'll be able to execute better. It works very, very well for me. I do it a lot, and you'll see me do it a lot on the lives, in the private group, etc. And I really think it's a nice thing to do. It gives you a bit more clarity at the charts. Hello, Susie. Down here, but I learned so much I didn't lose money. That's the best thing. I paid for a lesson. Love that, Chris. And that's another amazing thing in trading is when if you just lose a trade in trading and you don't learn anything from it, then you have lost money. But if you learn something from it, like you learn, okay, I probably shouldn't have traded during that specific price action. Maybe I should have waited for more confirmation there or anything. Okay, then you haven't lost money. You've paid for a lesson. It's such a good way to think about things. Yusuf, I could imagine that. I could definitely imagine you doing that, Yusuf, to be honest. That's funny. Hello, Danny. Hello, hello, hello. And today, not to follow Jay Signals, lol. Only follows Max's. Now, Jay, look, everyone trades very differently. And look, some people's signals are going to be more congruent with their personality. Other people's aren't. You know, Jay makes a lot of money trading now. And he's definitely more active on the charts. And he squeezes out profits from every which direction. And over the course of the month, he comes out very profitable. But sometimes, you know, someone's signals aren't congruent with the way you trade, and that's fine. And that is really a flaw with signals only, and that's why we really suggest in the group, you know, you can follow signals to learn, you know, how to execute trades, risk management and everything, and as ideas, you know, looking at what someone else is doing in anything, no matter how high level you are, looking at what someone else is doing and learning from what they're doing is so important. I mean, any business, okay, and I treat trading like a business. Any business, they look at what other people are doing in their space and they get ideas from it. They don't copy them exactly, but they look at what they're doing and they learn from it. Looking at what someone's doing, adapting it to your own. You might enter their trade, you might adjust the stop loss a little bit, you might wait for a bit more confirmation, you might use a wider take profit, you might do different trade management. That is, I think, how you should be using signals and trade ideas. Really adapt them to your own. during the challenge so that I get to know how it all works and how to play stop. Yeah, brilliant, new trader. Brilliant. Yeah, that's really good. Hello guys, hello Max. Just a quick one. I'm new and wanted to ask, on this chart, do you show that you see an entry at about 46.71? 46.71, yeah, pretty much this level here. Entry at 40, and TP around 46.80, stop loss 46.50. Who put that? I'm gonna HR. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name. So this level here is an area I'm looking for buy positions. So when we come down to this level, I will look for buy positions in that area. My straight up entry is undecided yet until we come down to the level. I'll probably most definitely enter sort of as we like hit the level. And then as we fall through the level, I'll enter a bit more and a bit more to sort of average out the entry, or I'll enter more as we go up. Stop loss will be sort of below a low on the left-hand side of the chart, sort of back here, maybe under these wicks or something. And then take profit, I don't put a take profit on my trades. This is because I like to take partials as we go up. So, for example, a great example of this is this trade here. I didn't place any, I added to the position here. So I entered the position here, took profits, added to the position, took profits, took a bit more profits. And now I'm riding. I've got a few other small, very small, take profits laid out, but I don't set a full, like, I'm taking profit here. I like take profit as we move, and they'll be very dynamic and they'll change as we go. Hello Matthew. Just go and follow his trades and you will do well. Everyone has enough at one time. 100%, Chris. I do agree with that. 100%. My good friend also joined the group last week. Welcome, Izzy. He's a clever lad and is going to smash it. Love that, Yusuf. Yeah, I look forward to seeing his journey, mate. I look forward to it. Learn and grow. Guess it wasn't a good day. Yeah, you know, everyone has bad days. You know, it's just like trading is just like life. You know, everyone has bad days, definitely. And the bad days feel twice as bad as the good days feel good, if that makes sense. And so, you know, you just got to stay consistent with it. And definitely, if you're in the private group, definitely staying active in the Discord. You know, message in the Discord. Let everyone know, look, guys, I've had a bad day. Look, guys, I've had a really good day. And just, you know, the Discord's such a valuable resource, and making use of it, you know, talking to everyone in the Discord, learning from their mistakes, learning from their success. That is the type of people who really progress the quickest in the space, 100%. I mean, same, Adam, same, 100%. Very, I'm definitely very used to. 1 second, let me just move this. Over. 1 second, guys. I don't know why this has done this. By the way, guys, if you are new to the live, then definitely drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. Oh, I accidentally went on Trustpilot. Boom. Let me just go over here. There we go. Full chart. Here we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. It's back. Sometimes my chart like bugs out a little bit. I'm up 7 hours today with myself from earlier, still running. Nice, Jay. Really, really nice. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got a lot of people in the group now are still holding sell positions. And I hope this highlights, you know, a lot of people, they'll close out full positions sort of early on or whenever. And I hope today and sort of the past couple of days have highlighted that holding parts of a position can literally be like the main thing. Like I've, this month, the start of this month has been like very, very good, and it's only been like 3 days. And in reality, like there's a lot of people in the group as well who could stop trading for these 3 days now, because they've held the short positions, and they've taken profits as they've gone, and they could finish the month here like up a very good amount. And so yeah, definitely holding parts of your position can be super effective, and I really do recommend doing it. Hello, Jose. Hello. Shout out today really helped me the past few days. Clarify some key points. 9.8 R yesterday and 1 R today. Wow. Wizzy, nice. Really nice. Absolutely amazing. I hope that's I don't know if it's wise or Wizzy. But yeah, seriously amazing. Amazing. And to be fair, even if you're making 1 R, 1 hour a day over the course of a month is like crazy results. So that's really good. And yeah, I think that's amazing. Really nice work, mate. Really nice. Oh, good. Yeah, Jay is a beast, and everyone has you know, weird days, but yeah, really nice. But let me know how everyone's getting along, and if you are enjoying the live, then double tap on the screen. Liking the live does help spread it around. Yeah, let me know how your day's gone at the charts. Let me know how it's gone off the charts, and then if you are new to the live, what we tend to do is have a quick catch up, see how everyone is. Then from there, we get into the charts, mark them up, come up with a plan. And a lot of people, they say, you're live at 8 p.m, like you're not going to be sort of entering positions that late in the day. 95% of trading is planning a position. When you come to the charts, you're not just instantly getting in and out of positions. That's not trading. You need to plan your positions in advance. That's what true profitable traders do, which is very important. So I've been trading these past 2 weeks, been focusing on the best risk management that works for me and hidden divergence, which we mentioned helped me a lot. Nice, Sam. Yeah, the video's been getting great feedback, the latest Fumanchu video. I need to poll the next video. It's not even the R for me, it's a bonus. The clarification has built more confidence. Love that, mate. Love that. That is spoken like a true trader, mate. That's really nice. Really nice. When you say adding to a position, Max, do you mean just entering another separate trade at a certain level? Or what do you mean? Apologies, probably a stupid simple question. Is it, Gareth, there's no such thing as a stupid question, mate. Definitely not. So let's say I'm in I can't remember how many lots I entered this position with. But basically, I had my stop loss like a tiny bit in profit here. And what I did is I moved my stop loss a bit further back, like a tiny bit further back, added to the position, so even if my stop loss gets hit, I don't lose any money. And so I basically added to this trade here, so my stop loss where it was didn't lose money. So it's very like discretionary based how much you add to the position. I think I only added like 2 lots to this position. I can't remember. It was between 1 and 2 lots to that position. I didn't add much. And so yeah, like depending on how good the trade looks, I'll add. On this position here, because there was a lot of volume up, I didn't add like a normal trade amount. And so I didn't enter like a completely separate trade. I didn't want to over risk on the idea that gold would continue down. I just added a small amount to the trade, just a little bit. Good evening. Hello, Darren. FOMO is not my friend, lol. Lesson of the day for me. 100%, Chris. And we all get FOMO. Look, I get FOMO 100%. I get FOMO all of the time. Like, we all get FOMO. Like, it's, unfortunately, things like that you can't get rid of, and I wish you could, but yeah. Vuman Chow Mein. Love that, Yusuf. Hello, Bella. How you doing, Bella? How is everything? Okay, nice, Adam. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions regarding what's going on at the charts. And let's sort of get into coming up with some levels and a bit of a plan. So right now we're kind of like fading away down to this trend line here. I'll remove this. This is what I kind of see happening. But yeah, let's sort of zoom out a little bit, see what's going on here. So we caught the top perfectly, absolutely perfect. That level was given live. Caught this top again. That level was given live. Currently in short positions, holding for the breakdown. But this pattern here does indicate loss of momentum. So we're losing momentum to the downside, and then we could see a bigger move up. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I'm not going to be entering any more short positions here. Just because I feel like if we do break this high, if we do come up further, chances are we will move up a lot further. And I'm already in quite a few short positions. from over here. So I don't want to have took a vast majority of that position off. So I don't really want to be exposing myself too much to that idea. I'm happy with how things are right now. But let's see what else we can sort of come up with. So we got golden pocket, previous daily open, value very low. Let's I'm actually going to redo this level here. Redo it a little bit just to make sure it's completely accurate. Let's pull this here. See if it lines up with anything new. Let's put some session volume range profile. Okay, I might tighten this level up a little bit. Where's the daily open at? Yeah, I'm going to tighten this up. We've got a VWAP close there. No, we haven't. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this here as well. Where's this at? Okay, there we go. I'm just going to tighten this level up a bit so it's a bit more accurate. There we go. Okay, so we got daily. Oh, I mean, we got loads in that area there. So this is a buy level. It's always nice to re-go over levels so you've got that conviction of why it's strong. So now I know this level is strong because it's got a previous daily open. It's got point of control. It's got well, it's got naked point of control actually. Naked point of control. It's got points. 0.786. It's got, is that 0.78? No, it's 0.886. 0.886. It's got golden pocket. Like, there's a lot there, which is nice. By the way, something which is nice to see as well is when fib levels align with each other. When you see like a 0.5 or a 0.786 line up with a 0.618 or something like that, and they align together, it can give you a lot more conviction in the trade as well. So looking for Fibonacci alignments can be particularly nice. Hello, Craig. Hello. G and Adam have their own channel in the private group. Matthew, so something important in the group is so Adam does a lot of like support calls and a lot of support in the Discord, and I want Jay to join him there as well. And so if they have their own, and I've spoken this through with them, and I'm always open to ideas, but you know, just giving them a section, it sounds really good, but having them doing one-to-one calls and more personalized support and focusing on that, I feel can be a lot more high ROI activity for them. And then opening up a group for them to show what they can do every sort of few weeks in the form of the challenge, just to show, look, when they're hammering it, they know their stuff. I think that's a nicer format. And you know, the feedback I'm getting from Adam's calls, and when Jay did his calls as well, that is like amazing feedback, and the ROI there is just amazing. So that's, but yeah, I'm always open to things, but I really like that format. So yeah. Aaron, so there's no best indicator to use. Indicators, it really is up to you, in the sense of you need to find indicators which allow you to view price action in a format which is easy for you. There's no golden indicator, and a lot of the things I say on these lives you won't hear anywhere else in the trading space. Like you really won't. And so go ham with questions, but yeah, indicators, they don't show you anything new at the charts really. An indicator is just used to make price action more visibly easier for you to read, basically. There's no golden indicator, unfortunately. Some people like using indicators, some people don't. Some people like using this indicator, other people like using this indicator. It's very up to you personally. Craigfluence is the only true indicator. Do you think silver will go up after Asia gets it? Moneyman, I don't trade silver. I don't look at it too much, to be honest. And so, yeah, I mean, right now it's absolutely in the dumps. I think a lot of people got caught out with silver. It's very normal what happened when you look at like crypto space. So Bitcoin rallies, gold rallies, like when So thinking about Bitcoin and gold and Ethereum and silver as like similar things. So when Bitcoin rallies, everyone feels like they've missed Bitcoin, and then Ethereum starts to rally, everyone feels like they've missed that, and everyone jumps in silver. I'm not jumping ship. I don't like silver's price action really. The conditions to trade on silver aren't that good. Yeah, I don't trade silver, and I don't think there's not many people who trade like loads of different pairs. I think something which is very important, in my opinion, for majority of traders is trading one, maximum two pairs, and just becoming extremely aligned with those pairs. And trading those. I feel like that's the most important thing, learning the market drivers behind those, learning what works on those. I think that's the best thing. There's a few things you can do to optimize yourself over your system. A lot of people spend all of their time trying to optimize their system, and they end up over optimizing their system for previous price action. Some of the easiest things you can do to improve your profitability in trading, by far easiest, is A, learning 1-2 pairs maximum, okay? 2 is finding the days that you perform best on. Do you perform best on Tuesday? Okay, do you perform best on Thursday? Do you perform really bad on Monday? Don't trade the days where you perform bad. Find the sessions that you perform best. Do you perform best during New York? Do you perform best during Asia? And only trade those sessions. During doing those easy optimizations can just exponentially increase your profitability over time. And they're really easy to put into place. Really easy. It's the best way to optimize your trading. Like, it's the best way. It's the easiest way, in my opinion. Silver is second place like that. Yeah. Majority of people do, like, a lot of people are looking at silver now because it's sort of boomed, and I don't know, there's just a lot of publicity around it. You know, if something looks like the new shiny object in the trading space, then don't just jump ship to it. I think that's very important. A lot of people spend their time in trading, and I've done it. Look, I've done it. I think everyone's done it. It's just jumping around, waiting for something to be easy money. Okay, gold's not working for me. Okay, silver's the easy money. Okay, silver's not working for me. Okay, Euro USD, that's the easy money for me. Okay, this system isn't working. I'm gonna go to this system. Okay, this system isn't working. I'm gonna go to this system. Okay, this isn't working. Okay, I'm gonna try and trade across 5 prop firms and arbitrage risk across them. Okay, that didn't work. I got denied payouts. Okay, now I'm gonna try. Okay, trading doesn't work. It's a scam. I'm gonna go down the bot route because bots run the market. Okay, bots don't work. Like, that is basically the normal path that people go through. And I'm in a unique position where I've spoke to tens of thousands of traders. I see this day in, day out. I see the path that people go down. I really I can see what's going to go on. An indicator on a car doesn't make the car turn. Does yeah, exactly. I mean, bit of an interesting one there, DB, but yeah. So my best days are Saturday and Sunday. I don't lose any money on those days. I love that. That's brilliant. Man, thank you. I happen to realise New York has been dumping both gold and silver. Asia seems to do a little pump on both of these. Yeah, so Money Man, that's great. First of all, great use of something called situational analysis. So I've spoke about this quite a few times over the past few weeks. But highlighting little patterns in terms of, okay, New York tends to dump on gold, whereas Asia has a little pump, okay? I can use that and use that little edge in my trading, okay? It might not happen, or it might not be like that all of the time in the future, but for right now, gold tends to pump during a dump during New York. Asia tends to have a little pump, and you can definitely use those situational times to make money, 100%. I love it when Bitcoin's dumping. Bitcoin dumping is good. Okay, if you've got long-term conviction on Bitcoin, and then when it's dumping into the absolute gutter, then that just means you can buy more at a cheaper price. I've said since it was at like 85k, you can't go back on these lives. I haven't been going live that long on YouTube. When I was live on TikTok and then live on Zoom, I've been saying I've been DCAing out of Bitcoin since like 85, 90k, and just basically exiting at those highs because I saw a lot of FOMO. And then when it gets down to sort of 60, below 60, I'll start getting sort of back in. Love that, Manjeet. Nah. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions, and let's see what's going on. So I'm going to move this here. I don't know why I've got it to go to the... Let's get it to go to the center. So nice little buy position here. I do like this. Let's get rid of the session volume profile. It looks a bit awful at the charts. I don't like my chart to look too messy, although it does look a bit crazy. It's not that messy. Okay, I think it might be time to remove these big green lines. So for those who didn't see, basically yesterday in the private group I did post these two potential buy levels, but they were like interesting ones, and they happened to be like the exact bottom and the exact bottom again, which was really, really, really nice. A lot of people took partials from the sell position that we got into up here, and yeah, I think it might be time to remove these, but very, very, very nice. I mean, exact bottom, and this one was just an absolute brick shed. Reminded me of Reese, if Reese is here. An absolute brick shed today. Like, price could not break through them, which is good. I do like that. Okay. Could be getting a retest here. When we break this low, whew, we're gone. We could see this level hit very quickly when we break this low, which is interesting. Let's see what we've got. Honestly, if it wasn't that late in the day, I would 100% look at this. Look at like this position here, mainly to hedge against the sells. But this doesn't look too bad. Let's actually look on the lower time frames. Let me zoom out a little bit. Money flow is curving up. Momentum's curving up. 5-minute no divergences. That's a bit annoying. VWAP no divergences. This would be an interesting trade if it was earlier on in the day. Definitely interesting to look at. I see zoom out max. Look, Craig, don't call me out like that, man. I don't think my chart's that messy, okay? There's definitely messier. I try and keep it, like, relatively nice. I mean, I've cleaned up this one. I mean, this... Oh. This one's a bit not nice. What does this one look like? Okay, this one's fine. I'm pretty sure I cleared them up not too long ago, so... It's not that bad. It could be worse. Boom. You saw how well they work and just jumped on the idea. What's that? That's not as bad as it was last year. Yeah, Craig. Oh, I've had some crazy charts, definitely. I let my chart get really bad, and then I just go through and clean it all up. There was a time that I had... I used to keep all of my stuff in folders, and I do recommend keeping your various levels and various analysis in separate folders. You can go to the right-hand side of TradingView and put them in folders. I do recommend doing that, but I just kind of got out of the habit of doing it, and yeah, it was kind of like it was nice and it made me feel good, but it didn't really improve my trading. So yeah. Yeah, the Bang Koloko. This is XAU USD gold. I'm sorry, I may have missed it. You said, but what made you mark the green lines where you did? So, Steph, those green lines, which were the exact bottom, I believe, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was a 0.786 or 0.886. Okay, it must have been a 0.886. And then it was a golden pocket, I believe, as well. So, yeah. It was something like this. So it was 0.786, 0.618, previous value area high, and then I think a VWAP, maybe. I can't remember. And then it was daily open as well. So it was sort of this area here that I had that green zone on. And so I just put like one line there. The reason I put it as one line is because I wasn't extremely confident in the position. I was more looking for my short positions to play out. And so it wasn't like super concrete. So I just put a line on for it. But that's how I got those levels. So when the point 886, the 0.786 lines up with a 0.618, like that Fibonacci alignment, it's normally a strong level. Devosh, I hope so. I don't like XRP, and yeah, and who knows? No one really knows. Look, the crypto space is the Wild West. It's very, very manipulated, and so no one knows what's going to happen. Everyone makes these big accusations in the crypto space, and they say it's going to go up, and eventually it will go up. Like, it'll go up a little bit, and then they claim victory, but you can't really make any money off that. And so yeah. It's a Craig, you're speaking the truth. Do we buy a 0? Hello, Chris. Hello. Yeah, I don't really talk on altcoins too much. I think they're too risky, and I don't want people to find this live and then they go down the altcoin route and they end up getting burnt because, yeah, I don't want that at all. All good, Stefan. All good, Stephen. For a 05 area. Potentially, but it's late in the day now. If it does, great. But I do hope that it breaks through. Like, I'm in short positions. I hope this continues down a lot further. By the way, how the hell didn't this get triggered? Like, please explain. But yeah. This is just interesting. I probably might have took this earlier on in the day. Right now, we haven't got enough volume to take this, but it's interesting. And there isn't that much divergences on like the 5-minute time frame. But it would have been interesting to look at it if we were earlier on in the day. I am not in buys. This was just something I was looking at. I'll take this off because I am not in buys. I am in sells. I am in short positions from up here. I'm not looking to get into any buys here. And yeah, if it was earlier on in the day, I would look for potential buys here as the retest of this trend line. But right now, too late in the day, not enough confirmation. I wouldn't enter that there. Matthew, I'm going to go with down purely because I want it to go down. But who said that before? Who said it before? I've forgotten. Someone made a great sort of analysis of the fact that at the start of Asia, we do tend to have a bit of a pump up. So, bit of a pump up for Asia. Like gap down, pump up, continue down during Asia. That sounds nice. Look, I hope we wake up tomorrow and gold is somewhere down here. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, Darren. Asia will do a little pump. Look, I'm all for it. As long as after the little pump it comes with a big dump, then I'm fine. Found that it only has value when it's adopted by services. It has no real value at all. Yeah, I think I've been saying this for ages, and I love that Craig's on board with it as well. But something which isn't, you can make money through hype. But in terms of like investing in its intrinsic value, I just don't see it, and I won't invest in something that a good way to sort of I treat about investing is invest in things you actually use, like companies you use, like for example Google, like everyone uses Google really, that's a great one. I use Bitcoin, I invest in Bitcoin. If you use like whatever companies you use, it's a good one. Or just go with the old adage, old index funds and sort of DCA in there. Obviously not financial advice. The Bank Kolovkov, sorry if I'm butchering the name. So what I do is I do top-down analysis. So I look for areas of confluence to mark up. For example, this level here got the exact top. This level here, the exact top. This level here, the exact top. This level here was actually one, but we've took it off. That was a position that was given inside the private group. And all of these levels were given live. I gave this level on last night's live, this level on the live before, this level on the live before, gave this trade inside the private community. You can find that linked on the YouTube description. And yeah, I look for areas of confluence when we approach those levels. Then I look for confirmations to enter the trade. And yeah, let me know if you've got any other questions on the system. What was that level? 4675. Yeah, so I've got a level around 4670, we'll call it. What's that, Doc? Okay, what are these lines? So these are just trend lines, like, for example, scaffolding on a building. They allow me to sort of visualize what's going on more in the charts, and so I use them as confluence as well. So for example, this trade up here, which you can see here, I added to this position here. This was because of a trend line, and then also golden pocket, previous daily open, etc. So I use them as confluence as well. So in terms of confirmations, I look for divergences as we're approaching the level. So I'll look for indicator I use down here called Fu Manchu. I'll look for momentum, money flow, VWAP. I'll look for that to be going down when price is going up into a level. This will confirm to me that the level isn't going to be that strong, and then I'll take a trade off that. Ah, there you go, Darren. Many times does it fail? I don't know the exact stat, but my win rate on is hovering around 71%, something like this. And so, yeah. But the thing is, though, it works more time than it doesn't. It gives me the edge in the markets, which has allowed me to go full time. And so, yeah. And a strategy can fail more times than it works. And win rate isn't everything. This is super important as well. You can have a 10% win rate and still make a lot of money. You can have a 99% win rate and still lose money in trading. Win rate really means nothing without risk to reward as well. No, definitely not, Darren. So I'm on currently the 30-minute time frame. I do switch between time frames though, so sometimes I'll be on the 5 minutes, sometimes I'll be on the 15 minutes, sometimes I'll be on the 24 minutes, sometimes I'll be on the 12 minutes, sometimes I'll be on the 1 hour. I really switch between time frames to get a good gauge of the environment that I'm trading. I think it's very important. A great tip for anyone is to have 3 time frames really. Your higher time frame, for me, that's like the 1 hour/4 hour. Then your midterm time frame, that for me is anywhere from the 15-minute to the 30-minute. That's where you're marking up your levels, looking for your setups. And then there's the lower time frame, which is the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute. That's where I'm looking for confirmations to enter the trades. I think it's important to have 3 time frames in my opinion. Looks like it's about to break. I hope so, Matthew. I hope so. It'd be good for it to break on the live. I wouldn't mind that at all. So Reto, this one is Fu Manchu, Cypher B plus divergences. This one here. There is a video on my YouTube channel, on this channel, which goes over how to... it goes over how to actually take those... like how to use the Fu Manchu indicator. Lost my train of thought there. But yeah, it's a good video. And regardless of if you want to use the indicator or not, there are a lot of great tidbits in that video that you can just pull into your own trading. Like, it's a 42-minute video and it is on the Fu Manchu indicator, but there's a lot in it that goes over multiple different sort of facets of trading, which can be very, very useful. So I do ramble on a bit, but there's definitely some great information in there. After using it a lot, the bang call off. After using it for a long time, I mean years and years and years, and I'm not putting my faith in the indicator, I'm putting my faith in my ability to use the indicator. If I had no knowledge of this, then it wouldn't work for me. I need to have used it a lot and understand it. And that's the same with anything in trading, okay? You need to, it's not the thing which makes you profitable, it's your ability to use that thing which makes you profitable. No one else will tell you this in the trading space, but that's how it is. Let me know if you want me to expand on that a bit more as well. What do you mean, rivers? Use your indicator. Yeah, I like that, DB. I like that. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. We do have this level here, which looks particularly nice. And then again, I'm not really looking for any sell positions here. We've had this sell level, which worked out beautifully. I marked up on the live. You can go back to not yesterday's live, but the live before and see I marked this up live. Mark this one up live as well. And then, and yeah. So, do we have any level of precision? What do you mean? What do you mean by that bang? I can't pronounce the name. The bang. What do you mean by that level of? What do you want me to expand on? I'll happily go into it. What do you mean by CFK? Expand on that a bit more, and I'll happily go into detail. Tapping again on the 1 minute. This green line here that we had there, yeah. FXCK, probably not. Let me know, like, what you mean, and yeah. That's lines. Jeff D, I use fibs as well, and then I also use trend lines to gauge areas of confluence. Anything I can use to gain an edge in these markets, I'll happily use. And look, trend lines they do work when in confluence with other things, definitely. And using them with other things like Fibonacci, like daily opens, like volume profiles, like naked points of control, value area high, value area low, whatever it may be, they can be extremely strong. Rack shift. I don't look for a target in terms of 3,800. Look, when price approaches my levels, I'll look for confirmations. I'll enter the trade. I'll take partials as we go down. And yeah, from there, I don't know what happens. My edge is purely when we hit that level and that first bounce off it, that's my edge. After that, I just take partials and hope the move continues in my direction. No one knows where the markets are going to go 100%. No one does. If they say they do, they most definitely don't. And so, yeah, I enter positions, hope that my edge works, and then from there I take partials and just ride out the position. But yeah, but what makes you think trend lines don't work as well? A lot of people, they don't want to use trend lines in the space because they don't want to appear as amateur, and trend lines have a bad sort of stigma in the space as being sort of amateur. And meanwhile, they'll preach things like SMC and say this is what the banks actually do, when it's most definitely not what the banks do. And big institutions, and so they'll say SMC and order blocks and fair value gaps and all of these things to sound intelligent, and they'll discredit things like trend lines, things like Fibonacci and stuff like this, and they'll say that's how institutions move the market, and it most definitely not, and it shows their lack of knowledge there. So definitely be careful with the information that you are digesting in the market. It doesn't mean you can't profit with SMC. I know a good few traders that do make a lot of money with it. However, it's definitely not how institutions move the markets. They're definitely not doing that 100%. But it can be profitable, but it's your ability to use it and not use it that makes it profitable. What's a naked point of control? A naked point of control is basically the highest volume node from a previous range. So for example, let's look here. So this is a range here, okay, with, price action has gone a bit sideways here. And this is a volume profile. So instead of volume being at a specific time, this shows volume at a specific price. So these big candles here, like you can see these like bars, I guess, these show volume. So there's a lot of volume. This point of control is the red line. This is the highest volume node of this given area. When we break out of this area and when we come back to it, that point of control is a very strong level because it's a previous point in the market's history when we have had a lot of transactions at that level, so it can be particularly strong. Because that's just not how the markets work. No one knows 100%. Something that I sort of quote that I carry through life is, if someone thinks they know anything, they know nothing. No one knows what's going to go on. No one does. In anything. If you think you know anything, you know nothing. And I think it's such a good quote to have. It keeps you humble in a sense and not cocky. And you don't know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. No one does. And if you know, then that sort of like knowing something in the market kind of, it feeds into over risking and over leveraging on a position. Because if you know something, then why not like full port the idea? Okay, like yeah, it doesn't work like that, in my opinion. How much if it's making money? I'm cool. 100% money, man. 100%. And look, I know a lot of people who make a lot of money off very simple things. And they do not overcomplicate it. One of the, you guys probably, if you've been on the lives for a while, you probably remember, when I first moved to Dubai, there was a guy I met up with here. He's one of the smartest people I've met, okay? Super nice guy. And he trades crypto, and he has made millions and millions and millions. And he pretty much exclusively trades Bitcoin. What does he use? I was asking him, I was very curious. What does he use? He uses trend lines. He pulled up his chart, just a bunch of trend lines. That's all he uses, okay? This guy doesn't, like, nothing online, super low-key guy. And yeah, and I got back, and I remember we went live, and I told everyone, and I was like, this guy just uses trend lines. That's it. Like, it's not, if it works, it works. That's the main thing. Pips happen. This is gold. Do you believe that banks can place their faith on volume profile? If you say yes, that means you can wear a nice suit based on yesterday's weather. So, okay, if the markets remember what's gone on, okay, so if there's a lot of volume yesterday, okay, a lot of volume yesterday at a specific price, then people are going to remember that price, and chances are there's still orders there. For example, this shows that a lot of orders were executed at this price, okay? So when we come back down to this price, then chances are there's going to be a lot of orders at that level. I think your analogy is, I see how you've got it, but it's mainly, I think, looking at it in terms of this. Imagine there's a street that has a lot of crime, okay? And you go through that street, and the chances are you're going to get robbed, okay? Then you leave that street and you're fine. When you come back to that street, there's still a high chance that you're going to get robbed, okay? That's a sort of analogy, I guess. Or maybe there's another analogy I give of like traffic, but that one's a long analogy. But I see where you're coming from. But if a lot of orders were executed at that level, then chances are a lot of orders are going to be still at that level. Hello, Simon. Hello, Taylor. Hello. And I don't believe banks necessarily do, but I believe that there's a lot of orders there, and if there's a lot of orders there, then it's an area that I want to look into. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions, guys, and I'll happily answer anything. This is what I'm currently looking at on the charts is, I mean, this buy level here does look very nice. Previous daily open, naked point of control, 0.886, golden pocket, very nice. And so when we do come back down to that level, I will look for buy positions off that level. I am currently in short positions from these two highs here. Both of these highs were given on the live. So I gave this high on the live stream 2 days ago. I gave this high on the live stream last night. And so, yeah. Yeah, Craig. Very, very true. Banks aren't doing majority of anything. So banks aren't using any system that really any retail traders are using. It's just not how the markets move. Like Craig says, it's data driven, and so anything that we really use, and we shouldn't try and be banks. Like, we're not banks. We've got unique advantages trading with such small size. Okay, banks have different problems. They face liquidity issues, like getting their orders filled. We don't face those same issues, and so why try and like fight the same battle as them? It just doesn't make any sense. And yeah, I don't imagine some institutional trader putting some volume profile on their charts. Bank of Max exists. You never know. Darren, I do agree with that. Rack shift, it's up to you. If you're sort of looking for a quick scalp, then a smaller stop loss. If you're looking for a bigger position, then a wider one. I'll look to place my stop loss as we go down to the position. I don't know the volatility as we approach that level, and so I'd have to see the volatility as we approach the level to determine the best stop loss. I don't use the same stop loss in every single market condition, and this is because volatility throughout the market changes. If you want to gauge volatility, then a great indicator to do that is average true range. Allows you to see the volatility within the market, and obviously more volatility, chances are you have to have a bit of a wider stop loss so that volatility doesn't get you out of the trade before your trade can actually play out. So, but yeah, let me know if you got any other questions, guys, and let me know how your day was at the charts as well. And if you are enjoying the live, double tapping the screen does help spread out the live. And if you do want more information on the private group, then the link is on the YouTube description. In there, you gain access to signals, analysis, courses, community. We're doing an in-person event at the end of this month. No other trading group in the space is doing in-person events, not a single one. And if that doesn't scream the best, then I don't know what will. So yeah, 5 stars on Trustpilot, etc., etc., etc. It's the best group to be a part of. So if you want any more information on that, drop me a message. I'll personally respond, and we'll get you on board in there. And it's free to get started as well. Nice one, the Ghost. To move price where they want. Very true. Double tap, appreciate that. CWIGs, most of them are completely crap. We do have a private funding service inside the group, which has paid out multiple millions to members of the community. So that's the only one that I'd really recommend. Most prop firms are pretty terrible because they make money when you lose money. And so that is obviously not a good environment to trade on. And a lot of them come with very, very conniving rules. For example, I hate minimum trading days. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Consistency rules, or gambling rules as FTMO calls it, and a bunch of other rules which are just not very contingent with profitability. And so yeah. Hello Reveling. Hello. How you doing, mate? Look at my chart and see my limit order from today wasn't tagged in the trade around 20R without me. Crash out worthy. I think so. Yeah, Craig, definitely. I've got sell from 5. Oh, wow. Very nice. Partials only now 0. Run, and it's at £200. Very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. That is amazing. Craig, what was that, mate? Added Craig. Going to need lots of whiskey for that. Yeah, Craig's definitely going to be on the Craig's definitely going to be on the whiskey. I think it's annoying when that happens, but you know, it does happen. You know, trades sort of go without you. It happens. I mean, it shows the idea was right. That is wait, there, yours is slightly different to mine. That is unfortunate. What do you mean by that, Laura? How far do you reckon that buy level could reach? What do you mean by that, Laura? Doesn't help buy me a Lambo, though. So in due time, Darren, in due time. Just over, literally top tick entry as possible. That is unfortunate. Boom. There we go. Let me just move this over. Perfect. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions, then we'll finish up the live shortly. Pretty simple plan tonight. I'm going to hold sells. I'm still holding sells. As we move down, I'll take partials. And then this buy level here is the level that I'm looking to get into a position. But I do want to see confirmations as we approach the levels. Rack would have to see a bit of a shift. I mean, we had a massive sell-off because, what was it? The new Fed chairman obviously is very against rate cuts. and everyone, there was so much pressure on the Fed for rates to be cut by Trump, and it was so funny. A lot of the interviews were hilarious. Trump and Jerome Powell just going back and forth. So Jerome's out, but the guy who we put in is very against rate cuts. Obviously, if rates are cut, then inflation goes up. Gold hedge against inflation, so gold does well. But now that that's unlikely to happen, the market's gone into a bit of a frenzy. So I think, in my opinion, more downside from here. And so yeah, and a full recovery. I mean that's over what time frame? Because eventually gold will, make a new all-time high eventually. But over what period of time? That's the question. Yeah, Katie, so majority of people today, I don't know whether a majority, but a lot of people did get messaged by Brandon, Success Coach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post a message into the Telegram after this. And what you do, drop Brandon a message. He'll and then he'll walk you through. Getting the ticket and making sure everything's set up for you there. He was going to do it on WhatsApp and reach out to you, but his WhatsApp actually went on a cooldown period because he sent so many messages. They put him on like a 24-hour timeout because he sent like 200 messages. And so we're just going to do it on Telegram. So if you haven't done it on WhatsApp or whatever, then just drop him a message on Telegram. He'll walk you through everything. And yeah. But yeah, if you filled in the type form, like you're good. Everyone I think knows the general location. So it's going to be in London, 28th, Canary Wharf. And then once you've sort of got your ticket and everything, the actual location you'll know, and you'll know timings, etc. as well. Can I join your live stream tomorrow at NP? I'll be demonstrating beforehand. Join. Join any live stream, mate. Absolutely fine. End of March. I'm gonna say no. But whatever happens, happens. So like always, again, you'll drop Brandon a message. He'll walk you through it. Then you get your ticket. But everyone can come. It's absolutely fine. Everyone knows the date. Everyone knows the rough location. And so it's going to be on the 28th. It's going to be in Canary Wharf. And then once you've got your ticket, you'll have the location and timing and everything like that. And yeah, should be a really good day. I'm looking forward to it. It was, so Brandon was messaging on WhatsApp, but his WhatsApp went into like a cooldown period because he sent over like 200 messages. And so I'm going to drop a message in the Telegram after this that'll basically say message Brandon here, and you can gain access. You can gain, he'll walk you through it basically. And so yeah, there was a lot of people coming. I would have walked you through it myself, but I need to, we're getting large now, so I need to like delegate. And plus, it gives you a good opportunity to message Brandon as well. And Brandon has a really good insight into the community as well. I hope so, Ree. I hope Bitcoin will continue down, allows me to buy Bitcoin at a cheaper price, and then eventually, over the long run, it will return over 90, in my opinion. Darren, unfortunately, probably no valet parking on this one, but they do have parking on site, which is good, and they have a lot of parking, so should be fine. Got my ticket sorted earlier. Can't wait. Going to be a great day. Can't wait to meet everyone. Love that league. I look forward to seeing you there, mate. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great day. And yeah, we do have we're going to have like a talk there. We got a buffet there, which should be really good. The hotel where it's at, the room that they sort of set up for us, it's a big like conference room. And so it's going to be good. We should have 150 to 250 members there. Whew, it's going to be a busy day. I'm looking forward to it though, and it just gives everyone an opportunity to see each other in person. And I hope everyone is all right getting there. I did choose to have it in Canary Wharf because I understand Canary Wharf is very, very well connected. So hopefully it makes it easier for everyone to get there. And yeah, this is just a great opportunity to meet everyone, and then also allow us to better organise events in the future. In-person events is something I really want to continue to do. I really enjoy them, and I see the value in them. So it's something I want to continue to do every few months going forward as well. I'm not in shorts on Bitcoin. I am in shorts on gold, but not on Bitcoin. Craig, yeah, no valet for the look. If the Fabia turns up, if someone says, "Yo, there's a Fabia outside," I'm running outside. I'll happily take the keys off you. Okay, go for a drive in a Fabia happily. Considering a long drive, going to take my boss into letting me take the GT63 demo or the G63 demo. Good chance he will tell me to piss off, but worth a good. Look, Darren, definitely worth a shout. Look, the worst he can say is, like you say, piss off. But you never know. He might catch him in a really good mood. I think maybe like butter him up a little bit, you know. Maybe try and gauge him on, like try and find him on a good day. Maybe getting some donuts. I mean, if someone gives me like a Krispy Kreme donuts, they can ask for pretty much whatever, and I'm just gonna say yes. Like, so just find the thing which he wants, and then just sneak it in there. By the way, that G63, like, you mind if I just take it round the road a little bit? Like, I see it sitting there. I feel like the engine could, you know, use a bit of running through. I'll go fill it up for you. And just offered to go fill up the car for him, and then, you know, just take it to a petrol station in London, like, you know, and then just say, yeah, I had to take it to that one, you know, had to get the special fuel. I didn't want to mess up the engine. I understand how delicate these engines are. I wanted to make sure I'm getting the best fuel possible, so I researched, and then you never know, I might thank you for your initiative to go to London to get the best fuel. Look, you never know. Now, that wouldn't be too bad, like always. That would be class. All good, Sean. All good. Yeah. I sold 26 cars when my target was 11, so I think now as much... Definitely, Darren. Okay, now it's unreasonable for him not to, okay? It's unreasonable for him not to. I think now is the time. Now is the time. I think that's a nice bonus. And selling 26 cars, fair play. Very nice. Too right, Darren. Yeah. Such a good salesman. I'll take that. I'll take that. Look, when I'm in London, I might come down. I'll come down to the dealership. I'll show you a thing or two. We'll sell some cars. We'll get through some G wagons. No, like always, no, I haven't. We've got better guests, okay? We've got the educators of the group. Max lights up when talking about cars. I have an addiction. I have an unhealthy addiction to cars. If anyone, it's honestly, like, whenever anyone comes to Dubai, like, if any members are in Dubai, I'm like, okay, what car do you want? Like, are we going Lambo? Are we going Ferrari? Like, what's the McLaren? What's the situation? And just because I love cars, I love sharing that with other people as well. Like, yeah, it's really fun. And I think everyone, like, you find it hard to find someone who doesn't find cars, like, cool. Like, even if you're not into cars, like, getting in a supercar is just, like, it is crazy. Like, everyone loves cars. As lives and say, look, let him take. Yeah, I think, Darren, get him on one of the lives. Get him on one of the lives. Pass me his phone number. I'll get him. I'll try and convince him. You actually probably don't do that. Yeah, probably don't do that. Mo's that would be funny. A couple. Mo's guest speaker. That would be brilliant. Yeah, that would be good. Look, record day in the showroom. Record day. Let me there. I'll tell you, if Darren, if your boss ever wants to open up in Dubai, like, I think there's a lot of potential here, and yeah, like I'd happily buy some cars and send some clients your way, get a little commission on the back end. You know, I think we could do some great business. 5 p.m. end time if Mo is coming. Yeah, that would be a long one. That would be a long one. But, you know, it'll be fun. There'll be interesting times throughout. It'll be good. Been looking into learning about GBP JPY pair to trade. What's your opinion on that pair, Max? J Rowe, this is super interesting. So GBP JPY is a pair which I remember, I don't know what happened, maybe like 8 months ago, something like this. Between 8 and 12 months ago, everyone was looking into that pair, and it's extremely volatile. Like some nice sloping moves. It can be a really nice pair to trade. So I'm actually like, most pairs I'm like, but I know a good few people who do very well on that pair. So I'm more receptive to saying that pair's like a nice pair to trade, purely because I see quite a few people doing very well on that pair. I know a few people who exclusively trade that pair, and so yeah. Now I wouldn't lock him away. We'd get him on the stage and see what and see what he's like. Honestly, it would spice things up. It would be a funny time. And definitely, I think, we'll have a laugh on the day. I don't expect things to go super, super smoothly. I want to have a laugh. I want to, just have a really good day. And I want everyone who comes to have a really good day. I want it to be a really memorable day. And I want it to be a really unique day. Not a lot of people can say, oh yeah, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to a trading event. Like, this community I'm being a part of. We're going to an event down in London. Like, that's a cool thing. Like, that's awesome. And so, like, I want to give like a unique experience as well, because not a lot of people sort of have those experiences. Into learning, this is my main focus. Yeah, nice, J-Ro. Sounds good. Daylight's out of me. Leanne, they do me as well. Here's the thing. I am not by any means a like crazy driver. Okay, I could turn up in any car and I drive on straights. Look, I'll put my foot down a little bit. But when it comes to corners, I'm being overtaken by like halal taxis. Okay, halal are like the normal taxis in Dubai. Like they overtake me. Like they're going for it. And in corners, I know not to push my limits. In a straight line though, I'll give it the beans. But yeah, I am a bit of a wuss, but I enjoy it. Max drives slowly, and yeah, I'm really not the fastest. I don't like how everyone knows this. I feel like I'm an absolute like Stig in these cars, and then everyone just knows that I'm a super like granny driver. Yeah, I mean, Darren, true. I'd rather not die at all, Darren, to be honest. I'd rather not die at all, but yeah, true. And definitely, Lambos are, I mean, they are such, there was one going around before, and you don't realise when driving a Lambo how loud Lambos actually are. The Hurricanes, the Uruses aren't that loud, but the Hurricanes, you don't realise how, when you drive them, like, you drive them a lot of weather, you forget how loud they are, but when one's going past you, I just thought I'd mention it because I was going to the shop earlier and one drove by and I was like, I do not realise how loud they are, like, when you're outside of the car. Overtaken by Craig and the Fabia. I don't doubt that at all. The Fabia would probably dust me. Yeah, the Fabia would smoke. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. The only car, believe it or not, the only car that I am actually very confident in, and I have no idea why, is a Bentley Bentayga. That car handles so well. And don't get me wrong, it is massive, okay? But I don't know, it's just, it handles so well. It's like, it's an amazing handling car. And I don't know, that sounds so weird considering like the other cars, but I would never get a Bentayga either. I feel like there's, I don't know, I just wouldn't. I feel like a Range Rover's better. But yeah, it handles so well. That's the only car where I'm like, yeah, like I can drive it. But put me in a McLaren or a Lambo or anything like that, yeah, I'm a wuss. I'm mainly terrified of like snapping I've had a few annoying, very costly mistakes with the McLaren when like the front lift, not putting it up in time or whatever, and thinking it can get over a bump that it really can't, because there's a few bumps in Dubai that are massive, and that is, so I'm just terrified of like the whole front bumper coming off. Yeah, SVJs are another. One thing is, SVJs are massive cars. Like, they are wide and they are massive. Like, you don't realise until, like, you see one in person how big SVJs are. They are big cars. Like, yeah. I drove a Bentley Continental around Yate and Bristol. Shat myself as the bonnet open warning light was on the whole way. Oh, God. DB, be careful. I do like the Bentley Continentals, though. They are nice cars. But they are, like... You got to be rich to own a Bentley, because I just think... I would rather get just a normal Range Rover as opposed to a Bentley. I think the most big baller car... like, G-Wagons and Bentleys are nice, but, like, a big Range Rover, I think it's the Range Rover Vogue, like, they're just so comfy, and, like, they've just got everything dialed in, but they are quite, the people say they're unreliable, but I haven't had, issues. Look, you can't beat the Fabia. You cannot beat it. Now we're in car mode. Yeah. If you are new to the live, then we do normally talk about trading, but honestly, you get me started on cars and I can't stop. I love cars. I am starting, by the way, a YouTube channel for cars. And so it's annoying. Like, normally, I don't have much time to go and drive. And look, I'd love to go. There's a road, like, semi-near here. It's called Jebel Jace. It's, like, the best car road here. It's so nice. And I'd love to be able to go and drive them. But, like, I just can't justify... the time. I haven't got the time. And there's occasional periods in time, like the past 2 weeks, where I literally, like, I haven't been able to do anything. It's just too busy. But if I start, like, a car YouTube channel, then, like, once every 2 weeks or something like this, I can justify, okay, I'm going for this YouTube channel. I'm going to do it for this YouTube channel. I can justify going on, like a car drive or something, going like a Cars and Coffee and record it. Because I tell you think my face is lighting up when I'm talking about it? Wait till I'm in any car and, like, it starts popping and banging. Like, I lose it. I love cars. And so that's going to be starting soon. That'll be really, really good as well. I love cars, so I'd love to be able to share my opinions on loads of different cars with you. It'd be really cool. Cullinan. Yeah, Cullinan's nice. Yeah, really nice. Big baller car. There's so many Cullinans in Dubai. They're very, very popular. Very popular car. And Discord on message. Yeah, DB's very active. Gold's trying it again. It's trying this this area of support, but it's not having much success. I hope it does break through. I hope we've absorbed those orders then. It'll continue going down. No, DB knows the way. He knows the way. But yeah, a bit of a tangent on cars there. Telling you 4600 coming. I hope so. Wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind 4600. I'm holding those shorts for a long time. Come on, baby, sell or buy. It's up to you. Whatever your strategy suggests, go with that. If I say sell now, like without a stop loss, without a trade management plan, without a reasoning for entry, it's fairly useless. And so yeah. For me, now, I wouldn't do anything, though. DB slapping that buy limit at 4,600. Not financial. Yeah, important. Not financial advice. Nothing we say should be considered financial advice. Very important. Too late. In between your message and putting not financial advice, Craig, DB full ported the position and lost his full account. Like, entirely your fault, Craig. He full ported sells, and on that little minute move up, liquidated. Game over. Game over. Full port short. Oh no. Craig, literally. Not the first. DB, I hope it's the last time though. I hope so. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, guys, I think we'll finish up the live here. It's been a great live. Had a few tangents here and there, but I hope there's been some value provided. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love catching up with everyone. Really enjoy doing these lives. I am live every single night, Sunday to Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time, and I have started to go live around New York Open as well. That's when the meat and potatoes is, so make sure you catch those lives. If you do want to catch the lives, then making sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't know where the subscribe button is on your screen, but it's probably there somewhere. Tapping that, you'll get notified when I'm live, etc. And if you do want to get more information on the private group, then click the link on the YouTube description. On the channel, there's some great content as well. I do recommend, if you're a beginner, checking out the video which is pinned on the YouTube channel. It's a masterclass I did with Mark inside the community. Just following the trades in the group, he made over $16,000 in about 40 days. And he's gone on to consistently make money trading as well. Absolutely smashing it. And he didn't know anything during that masterclass. And we went through from complete beginner to trade to like a normal trader. And so, yeah, I definitely recommend taking a look at that. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your night. See you all in a bit. And yeah, let's have a great end to the week, guys. See you in a bit, Clint. See you in a bit, Katie. See you in a bit, Moneyman. Great to have you on tonight, Moneyman. Yeah, some great messages. See you in a bit, Heath. See you in a bit, Craig. Not financial advice. See you in a bit, Alan. Chris. Who else have we had on? Who else have we had on tonight? DB, Timothy. Who else? Curtis, as usual, amazing. Dylan, Neil, who else? Florentina, J-Ro, and good luck with GBP, JPY, mate. Definitely keep us updated with how it goes. Lorenzo, Reto, like always, again, always a pleasure. Take care, guys. Have a